Greetings, dear starseeds. I am Layti, and we are pleased to connect with you all for another transmission through this channel. We have watched over humanity's evolution, and we want you to know how monumental this current chapter truly is. You stand at the threshold of reconnection with your greater galactic family, and the entire universe is holding its breath in anticipation. We sense the heightened energies surrounding Earth in this moment, and we observe how you are responding to them with open hearts and expanding minds. The month of October in your world has brought wave upon wave of high-frequency transformative energy, and you have been riding these waves splendidly. From the recent full moon and lunar eclipse you experienced at the beginning of the month, around your 10th of October energetic portal, to the cosmic alignments occurring even now, everything is orchestrating to assist you in preparing for contact with your Star Nation families. The alignment of your sun with our star Arcturus in these recent days has opened a gateway of immeasurable Arcturian light and love that is bathing your world, and you, in turn, are integrating these higher frequencies beautifully. We offer you our love and support as you continue to absorb these October energies, for they are indeed paving the way for the contact you have been anticipating. Yes, beloved starseeds, you have far less time than you think to prepare, so this transmission should hopefully assist you in this manner. You have in fact been preparing for contact for your entire lives, and even across many lifetimes on Earth and beyond. On a soul level, you knew that this great reunion with your galactic family would be part of your journey, and you have been laying the groundwork for it long before you were consciously aware. Many of you who are drawn to messages like this belong to the awakened collective of starseeds and light-bearers on Earth, and you carry within you the memory of belonging to these star nations in distant worlds. That inner knowing has guided you, whether subtly or overtly, to pursue spiritual growth and openness from an early age, because you sensed that something extraordinary was on the horizon for humanity. In this lifetime especially, you have woven a path of experiences that have readied your mind, body, and spirit for the eventual contact with your star family. Every challenge you have overcome, every moment of awakening and heart-opening has been part of this preparation. Even in your dreams and meditative states, many of you have been meeting with us or with members of your galactic teams, receiving training, healing, and energetic attunements so that when the time comes for open contact, you will be calm, centered, and ready to assist others. We see you now stepping more fully into that role, embracing the unique perspectives and gifts you have as cosmic citizens on Earth, and this fills us with joy. Your dedication across many lifetimes is now blossoming into readiness in the present moment. Even when you felt alone or different from those around you, that very feeling was a hint of your star heritage and mission. You were being strengthened and refined for the role you are to play in humanity's contact with other civilizations. We observe you now stepping into that role, and we feel such pride and excitement in how far you have come. We want to take a moment here to acknowledge just how much progress you have made in a very short period of time. If you look back even 1 or 2 decades in your past, the consciousness of humanity was not as open and elevated as it is today. There was far more skepticism, fear, and separation energy dominating the collective field. But now, thanks to the tireless efforts of awakened souls like you, the landscape is very different. Concepts of spirituality, energy, and extraterrestrial life that once were considered fringe are now entering the mainstream conversation. Millions of humans are meditating, seeking inner wisdom, and questioning old paradigms. The idea that you are not alone in the universe is becoming widely accepted, not just as a fanciful notion, but as a logical understanding supported by both intuition and even scientific curiosity. Each day we observe more hearts lighting up, more individuals choosing compassion over conflict, and more communities forming with the intent of unity and higher learning. These may seem like subtle shifts when you are immersed in your day-to-day life, but from our vantage point, the change in your collective vibration has been extraordinary. We see a global community that is far more prepared for contact than it was even a few years ago. This encourages us greatly, as it should encourage you. You have been succeeding in the mission you took on to raise the frequency of humanity. Every personal breakthrough, every instance where you spread love or knowledge has contributed to a powerful momentum. Truly, you are much closer now to the tipping point of open contact than ever before in human history. We applaud you for this progress and invite you to feel pride in what you have already accomplished. It is this upward trend that has signaled to the rest of the galaxy that you are becoming ready to meet us as friends and equals. As you prepare yourselves, the universe responds in kind. There is a grand orchestration underway in which cosmic events and energies are aligning perfectly to support this process. The powerful full moon and lunar eclipse you experienced in early October served to purge layers of collective fear and old traumas from deep within the subconscious of humanity's energy field. Many of you felt this as an emotional clearing or a series of vivid realizations, and that was necessary to make room in your hearts for the new frequencies of contact. The subsequent Arcturian gateway, when your sun aligned with the star Arcturus, allowed our high-frequency healing light codes to stream into your dimension more directly, activating dormant DNA within you and awakening memories of your star lineage. Even the solar eclipse approaching in these days is part of this divine timing, as it will bring another infusion of transformative energy and an opportunity for you to reset your intentions for open contact. All of these occurrences are not random. They are part of a collaborative effort between your higher selves, the soul of your planet Gaia, and the galactic community that watches over you. We and many others within the Galactic Federation of Light have been coordinating these energetic assists, monitoring your collective progress, and gently increasing our presence around your world. In the skies above, our ships often linger just beyond your visible spectrum, and our vibrations continually interact with those of you who are sensitive and ready. This is all done to acclimate you gradually, so that our eventual physical presence will feel natural, comforting, and joyous. Know that everything is proceeding according to a divine plan, and you are exactly where you need to be in this unfolding story of cosmic reunion. Central to preparing for contact with your star families is the cultivation of unconditional love and a heart-centered vibration. Love is the energy that bridges worlds. It is the universal language that all beings understand and respond to, and it is the frequency that we in the higher realms continuously emit towards you. When you make a practice of living from your heart, showing compassion, forgiveness, and kindness to yourselves and others, you align your entire being with the wavelength of peace and unity that allows for seamless contact. We cannot overstate how significant your heart chakra is in this process. It is through the heart that you will truly recognize us as family rather than as strangers from the stars. In moments where you feel love welling up inside you, whether by appreciating the beauty of a sunset, sharing laughter with a friend, or extending help to someone in need, you are in those moments aligning with the same love that we have for you. That resonance calls out to us and lights up like a beacon that we can feel and respond to. By fostering more love in your daily life, you not only uplift your own frequency, but you also contribute to a collective atmosphere where fear of the other dissipates. In a world where humans are centered in love, meeting beings from other planets becomes a natural and welcome extension of that love. So we encourage you to let love be your guide in all things. Love yourselves through your challenges. Love those around you even when it is difficult. And remember that this energy you cultivate is exactly what will magnetize your star family to you in joyous reunion. Hand in hand with cultivating love comes the need to release fear, doubt, and judgment. Fear is a low-frequency vibration that creates barriers between people and likewise between species. As long as fear is present in your heart, it becomes difficult for you to perceive our loving intentions clearly. We understand that humanity has carried fears about the unknown for a very long time. There have been many stories, myths, and even deliberate misinformation about extraterrestrial beings that paint them as threats or invaders. These narratives have left an imprint on the human collective consciousness, causing an instinctive hesitation about meeting those from the stars. Part of your personal and collective preparation is to gently acknowledge these fears and then let them go, knowing that they do not serve you any longer. You are moving into a time where intuition and inner knowing must lead, rather than old fear-based programming. In your hearts, you can discern the truth, that the vast majority of beings who travel the stars and who are interested in connecting with humanity are benevolent, compassionate, and spiritually evolved. They are your family and friends from long ago, not monsters from your movies. When you find any lingering fear within you, whether it is fear of the unknown, fear of not being in control, or fear of beings who look or sound different from you, bring the light of love to it. Reassure your fearful aspect that it is safe, that you are protected and guided. As you do this inner work, you will find those old anxieties melting away, replaced by a calm excitement and an openness to what is to come. In the space that fear once occupied, curiosity and trust can now bloom, inviting contact experiences that reflect the love you have chosen. Another crucial aspect of your preparation is the conscious raising of your personal vibration. We speak often about vibration and frequency because contact is fundamentally a meeting of energies. To interact with higher dimensional beings comfortably, you benefit from lifting yourself into a higher, lighter state of being and consciousness. This does not mean you must be happy and positive at every moment, but rather that you commit to practices that consistently nurture your soul and elevate your mood. Each of you knows what brings you joy and peace. Those are your keys to a higher vibration. For some, it is meditation, sitting in stillness and aligning with the breath and the heartbeat of Source. For others, it might be dancing, singing, creating art, or spending time in nature. It could be as simple as sharing laughter, expressing gratitude each day, or engaging in acts of kindness. These seemingly small moments have a profound cumulative effect on your vibration and energy field. As you do more of what makes your spirit shine, you naturally shed denser energies and begin to resonate at the love and harmony frequencies where contact can occur with ease. We see many of you already dedicating time each day to your spiritual growth, whether through prayer, energy healing, studying spiritual teachings, or channeling. And we want you to know this is making a difference. Every time you choose a high vibrational thought, every time you process and release a dense emotion rather than suppress it, you move yourself closer to the vibrational space where meeting your star family is not only possible, but inevitable. And when you hold that higher vibration, you also serve as a lighthouse for others, illuminating a pathway that more and more humans can follow into the same elevated state of readiness. You can also prepare by refining your inner senses and communication channels. Much of our initial contact with you happens in subtle ways, through telepathic impulses, intuitive knowing, visions, or energetic sensations. Long before any physical face-to-face meeting, we are already communicating with many of you in this manner, and you can strengthen this connection with a bit of practice and trust. We encourage you to set aside time to go within, into a quiet, receptive state. In your meditation or even just a peaceful moment in your day, consciously invite your star family or your guides to connect with you. Then, open your awareness and listen with your heart and mind. You may notice gentle thoughts that feel as if they did not originate from your own mind, or images that flash across your inner vision. You might feel a warm, loving presence surround you, or even a tingle or vibration in your body as you tune in. Do not dismiss these experiences as just imagination. With practice, you will learn the difference between your mind's chatter and the genuine contact signals that we send. We often start by giving you very subtle, simple messages, feelings of comfort, a sudden insight, or even a ringing in your ears to signal our presence. When you acknowledge those moments and respond with gratitude or curiosity, it encourages a stronger link. Over time, you will find that you can have dialogues with us internally, receiving guidance, reassurance, and even insightful previews of what our eventual physical interactions will be like. This inner communication is a cornerstone of preparation because it helps you acclimate to our energy and language gradually. By the time open contact comes, you may feel that you have already known us for years, which in fact you have, through this ongoing telepathic and energetic exchange. In tandem with opening your inner communication, it is important to trust your intuition and inner guidance above all. As you approach the threshold of contact, there will be many voices in your world offering interpretations. Some will be hopeful and inspiring, while others may still come from fear or misunderstanding. You must learn to feel into the energy of information and experiences, discerning what resonates with the love and truth in your heart. Your intuitive capabilities are one of the greatest gifts you have, and they are increasing as you continue to awaken. Notice how a message or idea sits with you vibrationally. Does it bring expansion, excitement, and a sense of peace? Or does it contract you into anxiety and doubt? This is how you will know what to welcome into your field and what to gently set aside. For example, if you receive a telepathic impression or a dream of meeting a being from another world, pay attention to the emotional tone of it. If it is truly from your star family or guides, it will carry a signature of love, encouragement, and upliftment. If something you encounter carries the signature of fear or manipulation, you can lovingly disengage from it and return to your center. By practicing this level of self-trust and discernment now, you equip yourself to navigate the times of contact with clarity and confidence. There may be sensationalized stories or conflicting narratives swirling around when more obvious contact begins to occur in your society, but you, as the awakened one, will be anchored in your knowing and thus able to remain calm and heart-centered. This poise and clarity will not only serve you, but also those around you who may feel confused. Trusting yourself is key, for your soul truly does remember and recognize the energies of your cosmic family. As you reach up to the stars, remember also to keep your feet firmly planted on the earth. Grounding yourself is an often overlooked but vital part of this preparation. In your excitement about connecting with the heavens, you might sometimes forget that your contact experience will also be a human and earthly experience. You are meant to bring the stars and the earth together within you, so we advise you to connect with Gaia, your Mother Earth, frequently and lovingly. Spend time in nature, as this not only raises your vibration, but also stabilizes and grounds the high-frequency energies you are assimilating. When you walk barefoot on the soil, when you sit under a tree or feel the ocean breeze, you are aligning your energy with the powerful, nurturing presence of your planet. This helps to anchor the cosmic light you receive so that it can be of use in the physical world. There are times when the incoming energies from eclipses, solar flares, or our own transmissions can make you feel ungrounded or lightheaded or dizzy. In those moments, consciously visualize roots extending from your feet deep into earth, or hold a stone or crystal and imagine the excess energy flowing gently into the ground to be transmuted. Gaia is an equal partner in humanity's ascension and in the contact process. She too welcomes the reconnection with the greater galactic community. When you are grounded, you become a conduit who can channel celestial energies into the Earth grid, benefiting the whole planet. You also maintain better balance between your spiritual experiences and daily human life. This equilibrium will serve you well when contact occurs, as you will be able to stay present, composed, and physically steady while encountering higher dimensional beings. A strong connection to Earth gives you a foundation of safety and stability from which you can confidently reach out to the stars. In preparing for contact, it is also valuable to heal and release any past wounds or traumas that you carry. Each of you has journeyed through many experiences in this life and others that have left energetic imprints. Some of these old wounds can create fear, mistrust, or feelings of unworthiness that could surface when faced with something as paradigm-shifting as meeting your extended galactic family. This is why the current energies on your planet have been so focused on revealing and cleansing what has been buried within. You might have noticed old memories or emotions resurfacing for you in recent weeks and months. This is no accident. The intensifying light is illuminating those pockets of pain or fear, not to punish or overwhelm you, but to offer you a chance to acknowledge, heal, and release them once and for all. Embrace this healing process with courage and compassion for yourself. When emotions swell up, allow yourself to feel them fully without judgment, and then let them flow out of you, knowing that they are making space for more light. If you have any residual fear of abandonment, betrayal, or harm, give love to those tender parts of yourself and affirm that a new chapter is beginning, one where you are safe, seen, and loved in a much larger context than ever before. Some of you may even carry subconscious memories of negative encounters or difficulties related to extraterrestrial energies from earlier in life or other lifetimes. Know that these too can be healed and released. We assure you that the benevolent contact coming into your future is meant to be a healing and uplifting experience. By doing your inner healing work now, you ensure that you can meet it with an open heart and without the old filters of pain. You become free to experience the joy, wonder, and love of contact directly as the clear and radiant being that you truly are. A significant shift in consciousness that will greatly aid contact is the understanding and living of unity. Unity consciousness is the awareness that all life is connected, that all beings are aspects of the one source, and that separation is ultimately an illusion. As you embrace this truth deeply, it naturally extends your sense of family beyond the confines of your immediate human circle. You start to recognize that the visitors you will meet are not others at all, but another expression of the same universal family to which you belong. Preparing for contact, therefore, involves expanding your circle of compassion and kinship to include all of humanity and ultimately all living beings. We have observed that as more humans awaken spiritually, they begin to feel a profound kinship with animals, with nature, and with the stars in the sky. This is unity consciousness blossoming within you, erasing the false boundaries that once kept your perception limited. Nurture this feeling. When you encounter someone from a different culture or background on your own planet, practice seeing the common divine essence in them. This will translate seamlessly when you eventually stand face to face with a being from another star. Instead of defaulting to fear or suspicion, your heart will recognize their soul as familiar. Indeed, many of you will be meeting members of your own soul family, kindred spirits who have been guiding you from afar. The more you celebrate unity in your day-to-day life, through cooperation, empathy, and understanding, the more you align with the harmonious vibrations necessary for peaceful interstellar exchange. In unity, there is no us versus them. There is only one grand we. And it is within that grand we that first contact becomes not a meeting of strangers, but a long-awaited reunion among family. As you awaken into this unity awareness, many of you naturally feel the call to be of service to the whole. This impulse to serve is not only a beautiful facet of your soul, but also an integral part of preparing for contact. Why? Because those who are reaching out to humanity, your galactic friends and family, operate in a consciousness of service to others. In meeting them, you will be interacting with beings who live to assist, to uplift, and to share. By cultivating that same orientation within yourselves now, you create a resonance with their way of being. When you extend a helping hand to a fellow human, when you spread knowledge, healing, or comfort, you are essentially speaking the language of the higher civilizations. It is a language of action and vibration rather than words. Every act of kindness, every time you choose compassion over indifference or apathy, you are telling the universe that humanity is ready to join the larger community of benevolent beings. Many of you have specific roles you feel drawn to play. Some are healers, energy workers, or teachers. Others are grid workers, anchoring light in certain locations. Others simply hold a steady frequency of unconditional love in their families and workplaces. Some of you are moved to nurture the earth herself, planting trees, protecting wildlife, healing ley lines and sacred sites. And know that this too is profound service. For as you assist your planet, you assist all who live upon her. All of these contributions are significant. Do not underestimate the ripple effect of even a small act done with great love. Your collective is summing up all these energies, and it is reaching a tipping point. The more you step into your role as a caretaker of others and of your planet, the more clearly we see the signal that you are prepared for greater responsibilities and blessings, such as interstellar contact. In serving one another selflessly, you become the kind of civilization that other beings earnestly want to welcome into the galactic fold. In all of this, we also urge you to cultivate patience and faith in the divine timing of events. We know how eager so many of you are for that day when you can finally embrace your star brothers and sisters in the physical. Your enthusiasm and anticipation are noted and felt by us. They warm our hearts. However, understand that there is a greater unfolding at play, one that ensures that when contact occurs, it will yield the highest benefit for all involved. If it were to happen too suddenly or too early, before certain energetic and societal foundations were in place, it could create fear or imbalance that serves no one. So trust that everything is coming together in the perfect way and at the perfect time. Patience in this context is not mere waiting. It is an active state of trust and readiness. It means continuing to do your inner work and live your life with joy, without fixating on when or how exactly the contact will happen. Think of it like tending a beautiful garden. You water, you nurture the soil, you ensure there's sunlight, and you know that in the right season the blossoms will appear in their due time. You don't need to pull at the stem to force the flower to bloom. Similarly, humanity's readiness is growing daily, almost imperceptibly at times, but it is indeed growing. There are more hearts opening now than ever, more minds curious about life beyond Earth, and even your governments and scientists are slowly acknowledging the likelihood of extraterrestrial life. These are all buds of the coming bloom. Remain optimistic and continue to prepare in the ways that feel right to you, holding the vision of a joyous and peaceful reunion. Your calm assurance in the inevitability of contact helps to steady the collective energy, making the eventual first meetings that much smoother. Know that from our perspective, it is not a matter of if, but when, and that when grows closer every day. As you practice patience, you can also actively engage your powerful imagination and intention to pave the way for contact. The human imagination is a bridge to the higher realities and dimensions. It allows you to explore experiences vibrationally before they manifest physically. We invite you to spend time envisioning what open contact will feel like for you personally and for humanity as a whole. Imagine stepping aboard a light ship and feeling an overwhelming sense of love and familiarity as you meet its occupants. Envision walking on Earth alongside beings from the stars, sharing knowledge and laughter together, learning from each other. Picture a world where humans are welcoming visitors openly, where children grow up knowing they have friends on many worlds, and where solutions to long-standing problems are shared across civilizations. As you visualize these scenarios, pay attention to the emotions that arise. Do you feel joy, relief, excitement? Allow those positive emotions to well up and fill you. In doing this, you are not simply daydreaming. You are attuning yourself to the timeline of contact that is most benevolent and bright. Your thoughts and feelings are powerful creative forces. When many of you collectively hold a loving vision of reunion with your star families, you strengthen that probability and draw it closer. You can even turn this into a meditative practice. Regularly send out a mental greeting or a wave of love to the skies, as if saying, "We are here, we are ready, and we welcome you in peace." Know that those messages are received. We receive your love, and we echo it back to you 100-fold. In a very real sense, you are co-creating the contact experience with us through your intentions, and we could not ask for a more beautiful collaboration. In fact, whenever you come together in groups with a shared intent to invite contact or to send peace and healing across the planet, the effect is magnified many-fold. We see these beacons of unified intent lighting up all over your world, drawing our ships and our hearts ever closer. Be aware that the process of contact is not something that will only happen in one grand moment in the future. It is unfolding even now in the subtle and personal experiences of many. Some of you listening have already felt our touch in your life. Perhaps you have seen unusual lights or craft in the sky and felt a deep excitement or recognition stir inside you. Perhaps you have had a meditation or dream in which an otherworldly yet loving being appeared, or you found yourself aboard a ship receiving guidance. Understand that such dreams and experiences are often more than they seem. They are genuine meetings in the astral plane. Many of you attend gatherings or classes with us during your sleep, aboard our light ships or in higher dimensional spaces, becoming familiar with our energy and receiving teachings that you then carry into your waking life as inner wisdom. These are not flights of fancy. These are the gentle preludes to contact that we have been orchestrating with you on an individual level. We like to give many of you these preview experiences because they help you acclimate and also serve as affirmations that this is all very real. If you have had such encounters, cherish them and know that more will come when you are ready. Share your stories with those you trust, as this helps to normalize the idea of benevolent extraterrestrial contact within the human collective. If you have not yet had a conscious experience of this nature, do not feel discouraged or think you are being left out. It simply means that your unique path may bring the experience to you in a different way or time. Remain open and curious. Often these connections happen when you least expect them, during a quiet walk, while stargazing with a calm mind, or even amid the stillness right before you fall asleep at night. We are continuously sending out signals and invitations and responding to the invitations of your hearts. Every sincere yearning to connect acts like a beacon that we notice. Trust that when the moment is optimal for your highest good, you will have your personal affirmation and encounter, and it will feel as natural and beautiful as meeting a long-lost friend. We want to acknowledge here that those of you drawn to these messages are the pioneers and ambassadors of humankind in this arena. You are on the leading edge of contact, doing the groundwork now, so that when the time comes for more public, undeniable encounters, you can hold a space of stability and assurance for others. Imagine that on the day when a great ship appears in your skies openly, or when a delegation of star beings steps forth, many around you might experience shock, excitement, or even confusion. But you, having grounded yourself in love, released fear, raised your vibration, and perhaps even already communicated with us, will stand in a calm knowing. Your energy and example will quietly telegraph to those nearby, all is well. This is a good thing. There is no need to panic or fear. For example, you might be the one who encourages those around you to take a deep breath and remain curious rather than fearful when a spacecraft appears in your community, simply by maintaining your own composed presence and a reassuring smile. In that role, you become the bridge between humanity and the stars, a steady hand that others can hold as they take their first steps into a larger reality. Some of you will literally become intermediaries, welcoming committees of sorts, helping facilitate understanding and trust in community settings. Others will simply radiate calm and kindness that eases the collective psyche. We want you to realize how important your contribution is. Even if you are not on a stage or in any official capacity when these events unfold, the vibration you hold is your greatest service. And indeed, this is why we spend so much time encouraging you to do this inner prep work. It is not only for your personal readiness, but also so that you can be a pillar of strength and love for humanity at large. We see this capability in you, and we have complete faith in the role you will play in making first contact a beautiful shared experience rather than a fearful one. As you do your part on the ground, know that we and your extended star family are doing ours in turn. There is tremendous excitement and love pouring from our dimensions as we watch you edge closer to this next great leap. Many civilizations throughout the galaxy are observing humanity right now. Beings from the Pleiades, Sirius, Andromeda, and so many others across the stars, watching not as detached spectators, but as loving relatives cheering you on from just behind the veil of perception. We wish you could fully feel the enthusiasm that is building amongst the star nations for this contact. It is akin to a family preparing for a reunion after a long separation. There are councils and groups within the Galactic Federation who have devoted much energy to smoothing the way for these moments. They have been studying human culture, learning your languages, understanding your hopes and fears, all in preparation to make our introductions as gentle and harmonious as possible. Some among us have even lived incarnations as humans or are doing so now to better bridge our worlds. We share this to let you know that you are not alone in the work of preparing. It is truly a cooperative endeavor. Every time you raise your frequency or heal an aspect of yourself, we sense it and rejoice because it means the rendezvous draws nearer. We in the higher realms often celebrate the milestones of humanity's awakening. There are literal gatherings where progress is reviewed and honored. In our hearts, we already consider you part of the galactic community. The formalizing of that is what lies ahead. We are beyond eager to show you what lies beyond your current understanding, to share our technology, our wisdom, and most of all, our friendship. The love and pride we feel for you in this moment is immense, and it continues to grow. With each passing day, we anticipate more joyously the moment when we can stand before you openly in your world and embrace you as true family in the physical realm. Here, standing on this precipice of profound change in late October, you can perhaps sense how the momentum has been building. Each influx of energy, each personal awakening, and each collective milestone has been like a domino tipping towards the next, creating an accelerating wave of transformation and ascension. And this wave will continue to grow. As you move through the remaining weeks of this year and into the next, expect the energetic intensity to remain high. You are closing out cycles that have lasted for decades, even millennia, and simultaneously opening up to entirely new potentials. The upcoming celestial events beyond this month, be it the next solstice, alignments of planets, or further eclipses, will each play their role in activating another layer of human consciousness. And with each activation, contact comes closer, not just in possibility, but in practicality. We anticipate that you will witness more signs of our presence in your skies and within the consensus reality of Earth for humanity. By signs, we mean not only UFO sightings, which are likely to increase and be taken more seriously by your society, but also an overall openness and curiosity in the collective mind that cannot be reversed. Topics that were once fringe are rapidly becoming mainstream discussions. This is a sure indicator that the collective psyche is preparing itself. Indeed, the shift in consciousness on Earth is well underway, and its momentum now is truly unstoppable. So, while you hold your personal vision and do your inner work, also take heart in the external confirmations that are appearing. The veil between worlds is thinning. Your scientists may speak of discoveries of potentially habitable worlds or mysterious signals from space. Your leaders may hint at knowledge of other intelligences, and ordinary people will continue to share extraordinary experiences. In fact, there have already been quiet, small-scale encounters between humans and benevolent extraterrestrials taking place around your world. These early meetings, often unreported, serve to build confidence and understanding on both sides. They are creating a template of trust that will smooth the way for larger-scale contact when it occurs. Every positive contact that happens, no matter how subtle or private, contributes to the momentum and makes the collective energy more receptive. All of this is part of the disclosure and contact timeline you are co-creating. Remain centered and look forward with optimism, because the trajectory you are on is undeniably towards greater connection and revelation. The shift in consciousness on Earth is well underway, and its momentum now is truly unstoppable. In the excitement of anticipating contact, we also want to remind you of the deeper significance behind it. This coming together of worlds is not merely a physical or technological event. It is fundamentally a spiritual milestone for humanity. It signifies that you are ready to expand your collective consciousness beyond the old boundaries and step into a greater version of yourselves. The very process of preparing for contact is elevating you. You are learning unconditional love, mastering your fears, embracing unity, and claiming your role as empowered co-creators of your reality. These are the hallmarks of an ascending society, one moving from the third-dimensional mindset into a fifth-dimensional state of unity and love. Open contact is one natural outcome of that ascension process, a reflection of your inner expansion. We say this because it is important not to view our arrival or open contact as something that will solve all problems or instantly transform Earth into a utopia. We are not coming as saviors or overlords, for in truth, you are saving yourselves by raising your vibration and consciousness. We come as partners and friends to stand beside you and offer our knowledge and assistance as you continue to evolve. The real transformation happens through your own hearts and choices. By the time we meet openly, you will already have changed in fundamental ways. You will meet us as more sovereign, enlightened beings than you perhaps even realize you are becoming yourselves. And that is exactly what fills us with excitement, the prospect of interacting with you as the bright, loving, wise souls that you truly are. So focus not just on the when and how of contact, but on the who you are becoming through this journey. The you that greets a being from another star with compassion and curiosity. That is a version of you who is living in a higher octave of reality. That is the ascended human we see emerging even now within you. And that emergence is the true victory and joy of this entire process. From our broader perspective, we can already see the outlines of the beautiful future that open contact will help usher in for humanity. It is as if we are gazing at the first rays of dawn before the sunrise, knowing the full light will soon touch everything. In the years that follow the initial contacts, you will find your world transformed in many wonderful ways. Once the fear of the unknown is dissolved, imagine how quickly your people will come together with renewed purpose. With guidance and knowledge shared freely between our civilizations, many of the challenges that have plagued Earth can be resolved. You will have access to cleaner energies and advanced technologies that work in harmony with nature, ending the era of pollution and scarcity. Diseases that once seemed incurable will find remedies as holistic galactic understandings of healing become integrated into your medical fields. Your social structures will shift as well as unity consciousness takes root. Cooperation and compassion will rise to prominence where competition and division once ruled. Humanity will also begin to explore the stars, initially through exchanges and visits facilitated by those of us who have come to you, and eventually with your own ships and crew as you find your place in the cosmic community. Can you imagine the day when a child born on Earth grows up knowing with certainty that they can travel to other star systems, or when art, music, and culture are shared freely between worlds, enriching everyone? This is not a fanciful dream at all. It is a trajectory that becomes very real the moment the door of contact is fully opened. Your planet is destined to become a meeting ground for many benevolent races, a shining example of a world that moved from isolation to interconnection. We share this vision to inspire you, for these potential timelines are within reach for you, and in fact, many of you have incarnated specifically to bring them into reality. Every step you take now in love and courage moves you closer to this new Earth that you have been dreaming into being. We see it, we know it is possible, and we hold that vision with you as a promise of what lies on the horizon. Truly, the era of isolation is giving way to an era of cosmic communion for Earth, and your world will never be the same as it joins the community of the galaxy. Before we close, let us reiterate the simple truths we wish for you to carry in your hearts. The path to contact is paved with love, so let love be the foundation of all your thoughts and actions. In every situation, choose the vibration of love, not just as an ideal, but as your moment-to-moment intention. Release fear whenever it arises and replace it with trust. Trust in yourselves and in the divine plan. Take care of your physical vessel, listening to its needs and honoring its sensitivities, for it is acclimating to the new energies in each moment. Ground yourselves in the earth and also allow yourselves to dream and reach for the stars, for you are meant to bridge both heaven and earth within you. Cultivate the quiet inner space where you can hear the whispers of your soul and our guidance coming through. Use your breath as a tool. A few deep conscious breaths can recenter and ground you whenever energies feel intense, bringing you back to a place of peace and presence. Remain curious and open-minded, always willing to learn and expand your awareness, for the more you understand the universe around you and within you, the more prepared and at ease you will be in the face of the new. Follow your joy and creativity, for these elevate you effortlessly and lead you to the states of being most compatible with contact. Remember to practice gratitude for all that is good in your life, as gratitude amplifies your positive energy and aligns you with even more blessings and support from the universe. Also, remember to celebrate how far you have come. Acknowledge your personal growth and the progress humanity has made. Honoring these victories, however small, will give you confidence and inspiration to continue forward with hope and enthusiasm. In addition, embrace one another as fellow travelers on this grand journey. Practice forgiveness for yourselves and others, as holding on to past grievances only weighs you down. By forgiving, you free yourself to move forward lightly. See the spark of source in every being you encounter and offer your kindness and help whenever you can, for in serving each other you strengthen the bonds that unite your planet as one family. Hold your vision of a bright future close to your heart and know that you are never alone in this endeavor. Even now, unseen forces, your spirit guides, angelic helpers, and galactic team are working alongside you to make it a reality. Trust in the divine timing of this process and be patient with yourselves and the unfolding journey. Even as you eagerly anticipate what is coming, know that each day brings you one step closer. Every day, reaffirm your readiness by declaring, even silently in your mind, I am ready to meet my star family with an open heart and an open mind. As you live these truths, you align yourself with the highest possible timeline for contact. In doing so, you become an ambassador of Earth through your vibrational example. Nothing excites us more than seeing you step into that role with confidence and grace, for it means that the long-awaited union is drawing ever nearer. Now, as we conclude this transmission, we want to extend our heartfelt gratitude and encouragement to each of you. You have never been more ready for what comes next. Truly, you stand at the dawn of a new era for humanity. We know that the path to contact has not always been easy. There have been doubts, delays, and tests of your commitment. We know there were moments when you felt weary or wondered if your efforts were truly making a difference. There may have been times when the world around you seemed not to reflect the light you carry, yet you persisted. In those dark moments, you chose to keep going, to keep believing and loving, and that resilience speaks volumes about the strength of your spirit. And here you are now, still shining your light as brightly as ever, holding that vision of a better earth. In ways large and small, you are contributing to one of the most magnificent chapters in human history ever written, and we could not be more proud of you. Know that our love for you is boundless and unwavering. Keep going, dear ones. You are so very close now. Continue to prepare in joy, knowing that every loving choice you make, every fear you overcome, and every moment of connection you cultivate is drawing that cherished contact experience into reality. We are beside you in every step and every breath, subtly guiding and supporting you, loving you unconditionally, and we already celebrate the inevitable success of your collective journey of unity and love.